Hey everyone, how are you today? I'm Caroline Summers. We're talking about supplements, healthy living, antioxidants, how to kill off some of those free radicals today. And I know it's Wednesday. This is usually a day when we get to visit with Alan Hamill. Alan is on a little vacation, so it was not conducive to having a show where he is taking a little time. So welcome. I'm here with you today. I'm Caroline. We're talking about all things health and wellness related, and we have a fabulous free gift with purchase today. This is our R-lipoic acid. So R-lipoic acid, hi guys, R-lipoic acid is a master antioxidant. And this today it's a $59.99 retail value, and you get this free today if you buy anything for $49.99 at SuzanneSummers.com. So if you follow us here at SuzanneSummers.com, we are a health and wellness lifestyle brand. It was founded by Suzanne Summers, who is my beloved mother-in-law who passed last October, and we are carrying on all of these healthy living products, education, and lifestyle that she founded for us here at our company. I've been working with Suzanne for over 30 years, and so I have been hand in hand with her developing these products, and was able to learn so much from her and learn about the types of things that she wanted to bring to you and put her name on. And we developed so many of these products together. So today, we have organic skincare, we have we have nutrition products, we have supplements. And today we are going to talk about our supplement line. Why supplement? I mean, does it really make a difference? Listen, that's up to you. And for some people, they will say, it doesn't make a difference. It just gives you a lot of expensive pee. I don't agree. I've been supplementing since I was 25 years old. In our family, interestingly, Bruce was the first one. Bruce is my husband, and Bruce is Suzanne's only son. Bruce was the first one to start supplementing. He started in high school. He called Suzanne, his mom, and he said, "Hey mom, I just read this book about supplements and I want to start this supplement routine." And she said, "Okay, I mean, if you check with the doctor." So we do always recommend you check with a physician. We hope you're talking to a physician who believes in supplementation. Many of our doctors are taught to wait until something goes wrong and then fix that with a drug. And there are many drugs that we need to stay healthy and well, and we're very grateful to have those drugs for when you need them. But with supplementation, we're trying to help you put back what maybe you're no longer able to get from our food supply, or maybe there are things as we age that start depleting in our body. So that's what we are going to talk about today. Oh, Cheryl said, "I love the supplements and the pill box." Oh, okay, so this is what Cheryl is talking about. We have these amazing organizational supplement boxes now, and you can put your routine up here and remind yourself these are water resistant, your supplements are not going to spill, so it's an easy way to access what you need each day. Also great for travel. And we also have a smaller size, so if that's something that you're interested in, you can pick one of those up too. Tutu, thank you for the compliment on the hair. Supplementation has helped with the hair. Yes, so Hair, Skin, and Nail Renew is our supplement for hair, Tutu. And also take a look at Grow Back. That is our hair and scalp formula. I've done many presentations on it. I will do many more. The hair was really thin about a year and a half ago, and that has been my routine. So let's jump into this. I want to talk about our free gift with purchase, which is the R-lipoic acid supplement. If you buy anything for $49.99, you are going to take that home as a free gift. You don't need a promo code. Once you have something that's worth $49.99 in your cart, it will ask you if you want that free gift. Say yes. Put it in your cart. There will be zero fee. So the main thing about R-lipoic acid that you want to know is that it helps support mitochondrial function. So that's your cellular energy. Obviously, our bodies are made up of trillions of cells. So this is where we want to do whatever we can to help support those cells. So one of the big things is antioxidants. We get all kinds of free radicals entering our bodies, and as Suzanne used to say, the free radicals are the bad guys. They're like the toxins and the things that are in your system trying to create damage. The antioxidants eat the free radicals, so we want more antioxidants. And our lipoic acid is, we call this a master antioxidant. The other thing that you'll want to know about this is that it helps support healthy blood glucose, so the way we metabolize sugar. A lot of us, especially as we age, might be putting on some of that perimenopausal or menopausal weight, or for men, it just happens as we age and we lose those hormones. Our lipoic acid helps us to metabolize sugar in a better way, and if you are insulin resistant, which so many of us are, it's harder to stay on top of that metabolism and keep the weight off. So again, this comes to you, helps protect all compartments of the cell of your body, so including the mitochondrial, and it helps promote anti-aging and longevity. There are two kinds of lipoic acid. One is R and one is alpha. The R is 100% active, better absorbed by the body. So that's your free gift today. Yay. That's a good one to start with. We certainly could not do a supplement show without, starting with the basics, which would be the multivitamin. So why do we need a multivitamin? We're talking about a multivitamin because even if we're trying to eat really well, even if you're trying to, make sure that you get all of your fruits and vegetables and that you're eating healthy oils and you're getting your exercise, they're just things that we have to combat in today's environment. And we're just not getting as much nutrition from our food as we used to. Even if we're eating good organic food, it is really hard to get the same kind of nutrition. Our soil is over-farmed. We don't all live in a blue zone, so we're not in places where you have clear water and pure soil and great nutrition. So a multivitamin. This is a way to cover your bases with your basic vitamins and minerals. And I know it was interesting, I was talking to my doctor last year at my checkup, and I had gone through a phase where I thought that was my dog. I had gone through a phase where I was just having a hard time taking my supplements. It happens sometimes. I take quite a few supplements, and I just got in this habit of I'm just not feeling it right now. He said to me, at least make sure you're taking your multivitamin, because you want to make sure that you are getting those minerals. The minerals, if you're not getting enough minerals, so you get the first dose of minerals in your multivitamin. You get the first dose of everything in the multivitamin. So that goes in my first little box. And it's not bad. It's only 2 per day, which is nice that you only have to take 2 of these. It always tells you on the directions if you should take it with meals or without meals. Like this one says, take 2 tablets daily in divided doses with meals or as recommended by a healthcare practitioner. Most vitamins, it's better to take with food in case they make your stomach a little upset. Some of them you need to take away from food, and those ones don't upset your stomach, but they need to be taken on. The bottle will always tell you. Beth said, I really love them, just started them, and we'll be switching over to these. Awesome. Why, Beth, why take our supplements as opposed to someone else? You guys can go into a drugstore, or you can go into a GNC kind of supplement store, and there are aisles and aisles of supplements. I find it really overwhelming. I don't know what to take. I find the salespeople they're not taking your hand and guiding you through to give you a tour of what's best for you. I will tell you that when we were starting the supplement line, I got 2 bids for our line. One was from an amazing manufacturer, and the other was from a small company that Suzanne knew, a smaller company that Suzanne knew really well, and she really trusted their scientific advisory board. She trusts the purity and the potency of their supplements. And I said, the one that you want to use, that smaller one, is it's more expensive. And she said, you know what, I don't care. I want to make sure that people would be taking what I would be comfortable taking. So we know that everything that is done here with this manufacturer, we can trust the quality, we can trust the purity, we can trust the potency. Thank you for trusting in the company. That's we appreciate that. I think over the years, over the decades, Suzanne has continued to be super honest with you and put out the best quality things. She said, I'm only going to put out what I put my name on that I would take myself. Connie said, I love these supplements. I won't take any others. Thank you. And Ev too. Hi there. So again, if you're just joining us, Alan is on vacation today, so he was not able to do our show in Palm Springs. He's taking a little break, and so we thought today was a good day to offer you a free gift of the Arlipoic acid with purchase. It's a master antioxidant. This is something that would benefit most everyone to add to your daily lifestyle, just to help combat the free radicals that we're constantly gathering on an everyday basis. Let's also talk about omega-3s. Omega-3, these are essential fatty acids. This provides cardiovascular health and cognitive health, so heart, brain, so many things. Omega-3, what I love, and especially again when we're talking about the importance of the purity and the potency of the omega-3, can you get your omega-3s from fish? You can, but most of us aren't eating enough fish. And the thing about fish is that a lot of times fish is coming from polluted waters, or it can even come from, we're having a lot of farmed fish now, and you may not know that when you're looking at the grocery store. So you want to look for wild caught fish if you're eating regular fish. You can also get omega-3s from flaxseed and from nuts, but most of us are not getting enough. So if you supplement, we want to make sure you get a really good quality omega-3 supplement. Now this one, you can see here, it has this little certificate. It says IFOS. IFOS is the International Fish Oil Standards, and they determine the quality of the fish oil that is in your supplement. We get 5 stars. So 5 stars, and the wonderful thing about this supplement, it doesn't taste fishy. It doesn't come back on you fishy. I see a lot of you here saying, I don't eat fish, but I take this and I don't have a problem. So a lot of people get worried about a fishy, like burping. This doesn't happen with this product. We get our fish from Alaskan pollock. So it is a small cold water fish. The larger the fish get, the more toxins that have potentially in that fish, because when the fish get bigger, they eat the smaller fish, and that's where you can get overloaded on mercury and thing. My God, I love my tuna. I love tuna so much. I love canned tuna. I love albacore tuna. I love sushi. I love all kinds of tuna, and it can show up when I get my heavy metal panels done. It can show up. That mercury can show up. There are ways to get rid of it. You can have, I have intravenous chelation done to get my mercury back in order, but we don't want heavy toxic metals. This is the way to get your healthy fish. So, important, so important for your brain. You know how much Suzanne would talk about how important healthy fats are for the brain. Your brain is almost entirely made of fat. We need healthy fats to support our brain health. I am on an extra omega-3 because my doctor had me take an extra one. And again, that was based on my blood work. My cholesterol had gone up a bit, and he wasn't jumping to put me on cholesterol medication. It didn't call for that, but he said take an extra omega-3. So again, that's something. And no, that's not Bunny, Nancy. That's a big dog outside. Bunny's asleep on the couch. So again, support a healthy heart, support a healthy brain. And, most of us are getting enough omega-6 oils because those come from things like vegetable oil, corn oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil, and it's in a lot of processed foods. But most of us are not getting enough omega-3s. So this is one that, I take 2 every day. The dosage is 1 every day. So again, that's something that my doctor recommended for me. Any effects of chelation? The effects are just that it reduces the heavy metals in your system. So they bond to certain things in your body, and then you urinate them out. So it's a good way to sort of reset. You guys we're all talking about albacore. I know. We're all going to go get some spicy tuna tonight. Let's talk about ubiquinol CoQ10. So CoQ10, also super important for our energy levels, our cellular energy. Suzanne always used to say, CoQ10 is like the ripcord for your cells in order to keep your cellular energy up. And that is the importance of our cellular energy. As we age, once we start losing those supplies of CoQ10, we're out of gas, we lose our steam. Suzanne used to say that's when you see men becoming grumpy old men. So CoQ10 is a great way to help enhance your cellular energy. There are two kinds. There is ubiquinone and ubiquinol. Ubiquinol is much more highly absorbed. So again, you might go to a place where you can buy vitamins and see a CoQ10 that's less expensive. Make sure you know what you're buying, because you want this highest absorption ubiquinol. If it's not doing anything for you, why take it and why spend your money? Ubiquinol CoQ10, important one. Again, targets your cellular energy, and that's something that naturally declines with age. So how do we put back what's missing? The ubiquinol CoQ10 is one great way to do that. Vitamin D3. This is such an easy one. Vitamin D3 has become such an important supplement that even conventional doctors, almost all conventional doctors, are telling you, yes, make sure you get your vitamin D3. You can, this is one that is essential. I can't think of anyone who wouldn't benefit from taking vitamin D3. We talk about D3 for overall health. Excellent if you can get your vitamin D from the sun. Most of us are not getting 20 minutes of sun naked a day, except for Alan Hamill. And I'm sure today he's getting even more, because like I said, Alan is on a little bit of a retreat. So vitamin D helps support the cardiovascular system, our hearts, the endocrine system, that's our hormones, our immune system. We always know we need to take immune support to help just ward off those general colds and flus and things. Cognitive health, which is the brain. It also helps protect against osteoporosis, or bones, and fractures. So it's a very small pill. It's an inexpensive pill. This is one that should definitely be in your essentials line. And again, today, if you spend $49.99 at SuzanneSummers.com, you are going to get a free R-lipoic acid. R-lipoic acid is a master antioxidant. This is coming up on the best before date in September. So you want to take this in the next 3 months. You have plenty of time to take it. It is 30 capsules. Great product. Okay, so in addition to your vitamin D, you also, which helps bone health, you also will want to consider a bone care supplement. I started taking my bone supplements when I was 25. I started, can you take all of these at the same time? You can split them up during the day, or you can take them all at the same time, totally up to you. I am 59 years old. I have 0 bone loss. I have the bone density of a 20-year-old, and I don't have any bone loss. So I get a lot of questions from people who will say, I have osteoporosis, can I use the bone care? Will that help me? We can't help you to cure any kind of disease. Once you have osteoporosis, you're now in the medical world with a doctor. But we can say with this, because this has been tested in clinical studies, that if you take this bone care as directed daily, that you can help prevent osteoporosis. So listen, we don't want to we don't want to get to the point where you can't reverse something. So do I love taking bone care every day? It's 4 tablets. I, to be honest, don't love it, but I would much rather do that than think about having a fall and having a bone break or ending up with osteoporosis or starting to get that bit of a hunch on our backs. And it happens so slowly that we don't think about, we don't want to wait until it's too late. So I do take that bone care. The things that you'll find in bone care, it's reverse engineered from the exact study they did to say what is exactly in this study that helped prevent osteoporosis. And it is calcium plus vitamin D plus minerals. So it has magnesium, zinc, manganese, and boron. So when you put those together in the exact quantities that we have in bone care, it helps to reduce osteoporosis risk, helps maintain good bone health, helps contribute to the health of your teeth and your bones, and helps to support healthy bone density. So we got to take our bone care. Importantly, when you're taking a calcium supplement, Carrie, yes, men need bone care too. Vitamin K is really important to add if you are also taking a calcium supplement. Why? Okay, so vitamin K has a few important roles here, but we don't talk a lot about vitamin K. You hear a lot about vitamin C, you hear about vitamin B, you hear about vitamin D. Like, why don't people talk about K much? Well, K, she might not be the most popular girl in school, but she really deserves the spotlight because vitamin K can help protect your heart and your bones. So here's how. When you take a calcium supplement, calcium should go toward building bones because you need that calcium in order to build the bones. But calcium can be sneaky, and it can sneak into the soft tissues, such as arteries, like you've heard of calcium deposits. That is obviously not something we want. Vitamin K is like a traffic cop, and the traffic cop tells the calcium, no, don't go over here in the soft arteries. We want you to go over here into building bone. So that's how it helps support your cardiovascular system, because we don't want any calcium deposits. It also helps support your bone building because it gets the calcium to where it needs to be. She is a helper. Vitamin K is a helper. Yes, she redirects, Gail. Absolutely right. Deborah, the special today, if you're just joining us, is a free arlipoic acid, which is a master antioxidant. It helps to reduce free radicals in your system. So again, remember, the free radicals are the bad guys, and you want to help reduce those free radicals by taking antioxidants, and this is an incredibly good one. It also helps with glucose metabolism, and a lot of us, as we age, our insulin resistance starts to go up, which makes it harder to take weight off. One of the great things about this particular antioxidant is that it helps support your blood glucose metabolism. So definitely jump in on that free gift. And the free gift, the best before date is not coming up until September, so you have plenty of time to enjoy this. It's a $60 retail value. You get it with any purchase of $49.99 or more. Okay, now we're going to talk about resveratrol. Resveratrol is a longevity supplement. So resveratrol is a really interesting, it's an interesting ingredient because a lot of people associate resveratrol with red wine because there are some studies done to show that red wine is healthy for you. So you'll see people, chugging red wine saying, oh, well, it's good for you. This is why the Italians live so long. This is why the Mediterranean diet is so good, because you're getting all that resveratrol in the red wine. Well, it's true. There is resveratrol in red wine, and it is a longevity ingredient, but you would have to drink 715 glasses of red wine to get the amount of resveratrol that you get in just one capsule here. So as much as I love my red wine, and I am an Italian girl, I think this is a more efficient and more targeted way to get the benefits of that resveratrol. It also has, we've loaded this with other antioxidants as well, so it also has pterostilbene. So pterostilbene is this is what you find in blueberries. So you know how we always say how blueberries are so healthy, and they are. Please eat your blueberries. I have them in my Gut Renew smoothie almost every morning. The wild blueberries, even better for antioxidant value. But the resveratrol has the equivalent pterostilbene that you would find in 20 cups of blueberries. So 715 glasses of red wine, it's that same amount of resveratrol plus the pterostilbene, plus it has quercetin. It has the amount of quercetin, another antioxidant, that you would find in 9 whole apples. So blueberries, apples, it has one more too. It has pterostilbene, something in strawberries. I'll find it. Anyway, an incredible supplement. This is a longevity supplement. That is what resveratrol is all about. So, Marilyn, yes, we have a memory supplement. It is called Memory Renew. It is for overall brain health and helps support healthy memory. Highly recommend. I take it every day. Okay, let's talk about iron. Iron is one of those supplements that you only need if you are low in iron. So I have a blood panel done every year. I'm about to go in and have mine done. My iron is always low. I am slightly anemic. So for me, if I don't have enough iron, I have to take a supplement, because if I don't take it, I get really tired and really fatigued. And you know, sometimes we're just thick-headed and we just push through things like that. But when you get the information, help support it. Okay, now Gail just said, be careful, it constipates. Well, our iron formula is iron succinylate, which is it's much easier on the stomach. So we find that most people do not have that same issue with constipation as this. It's easier on the stomach. So I'm concerned that I'm getting too much of some supplements. I've heard that if they are not soluble, it can be toxic. Wuhal, it's always best to check with a doctor and have a blood panel done. I have all my vitamins and minerals and hormones done every year, and they will tell me. They'll say, you know, I was the amount of vitamin D that I was on. He said, you can actually back off a little. You actually have a little bit too much vitamin D. Most things he's telling me I need a little more of. But this is where a good doctor can tweak with that. But do not take iron unless your blood panel is telling you that you're low in iron. And also, we put a lot of iron as supplements in food. That's why you'll see iron in cereal and breads and things like that. So have your blood panel done, but if you need iron, take a good one. And for those of you who do get backed up from iron, you know, make sure you grab something like our Gentle Colon Renew or our fiber gummies if you need a little something to help counteract. But you want your iron, you want your energy. Let's talk about SAMe. SAMe it's good for so many things. We had to pick what to put on the front because there were so many things we could have listed. Mood, liver, and joint are 3 of the things that it's very good for. But SAMe is one of those things, it has so many overall health benefits for the body. It's very good to help support when we get toxic buildup. It is good for methylation. So those are 2 of the things that are really aging for us. When we get exposed to too many toxins and we get that oxidative stress, that's when the body starts diminishing. That's what happens. It's like if you're looking at a wall and it's sitting outside and it's starting to get rusty. That is what happens with lack of methylation. We need to, we get those toxins that start wearing down. So how do we help support the body so that it can thrive and survive better? So SAMe, this helps support the liver. It helps support detoxification in the liver. And when we talk about methylation is a really important thing that happens in our bodies. It's the transfer of two important compounds that happen between very important compounds that happen between two molecules. So when this happens, those molecules come together and they get stronger. So that protects your DNA, it protects your RNA. So methylation is like your protector. So without methylation, all of these things can break down and start aging more. So this is where we say SAMe is your protector. It helps, it sends off those compounds that are a protector for methylation, and it helps to support your mood. So it helps with those feel-good transporters. It's going to help produce things like GABA and serotonin so that you can feel happy and calm. It has the sulfur to help support that detoxification in the liver. And it also helps to support your joints, because one of the reasons that we get osteoporosis is that lack of methylation. So big support. SAMe, we love her. Liver, lungs, and this is NAC. We're going to talk about longevity, liver, and lungs. So NAC, powerful antioxidant. You can tell we're talking a lot about antioxidants today. Do you have all these as a bundle package? Madeline, we have several bundles on the site. Sometimes we'll do a bundle and we'll discount the bundle. Today, what we have is this free arlipoic acid. But go to SuzanneSummers.com. Along the navigation bar, click on health and then drop down to supplements. And then you'll see all the bundles that we have for you as well. So NAC, longevity, liver, and lungs. So as those free radicals build up, free radicals, we get them from toxins in the air, toxins in the water, we get them from stress, we get them from bad food, so many things that we are hoping to get rid of in our bodies. NAC is a helper in that toolkit. So one of the most important antioxidants that you can take is NAC, because NAC helps your body to produce its own glutathione. So where we can, glutathione is how our body cleanses itself. That is our master antioxidant. So when you take the NAC, you're turning on your body's own production of glutathione. So, then you say, well, why don't we just take glutathione if that's what we need? Glutathione is a little hard to get into your system. We've had the best luck in our family with glutathione taken intravenously. That's how we helped Violet, support her health issues when she was so sick for many years with Lyme disease and mold toxicity, Camellia with the mold toxicity. She would also take glutathione orally, but it's harder to get to where it needs to be to get the work done. So if you can turn on your body's own glutathione production, you are helping your body to dispose of those toxins, and that's why NAC is so important. So longevity, because it's an antioxidant. Liver, it's helping to support that detoxification process. And lungs, this is an important supplement to help support the health of your lungs. So many of us during the pandemic were having, long-lasting issues. This is something that is really helpful to clear the lungs, to help to support that overall lung function. So if you get any kind of seasonal issues or nasal issues, this is helpful to help break up the mucus and keep the airways open and the lung function. That's NAC. We're almost done here. There were just so many. How could I pick when it was coming up to antioxidant show. We have so many products that help in this arena. How do you know if mold has hurt our body? What tests do we take? Anna, it took us a long time to find the right doctor who understood mold testing. Look in your area for someone who specializes in mold toxicity, because they will have the right tests for you to take. We took a brain test. It was called the Fry test. There's also a urine test that you can take that will tell you what kinds of mold you have in your system. Now, I actually had quite a bit of mold in my system, but I'm not sensitive to it. So I could handle it, and I almost had no symptoms. My girls have the mold gene, which was passed down from Suzanne's side. So Suzanne has it, Bruce has this gene, and Camellia and Violet have it. So when they were exposed to mold, they both got really sick and started getting all kinds of inflammation and things. So you do have to ask your doctor for an appropriate mold test. Let's talk about Senolytic Renew. This was a supplement that Suzanne was so excited about. Suzanne was always on the forefront of learning about what was new in the supplement world. She had incredible access to doctors and scientists. And when she learned about Senolytic Renew, she was so excited about it because Senolytic Renew helps with your cellular function. Our bodies are made up of cells. How can we support all those trillions of cells? What happens is that our cells are constantly being created and dying off, being created and dying off. So it's a constant process. And when your cells die off, those are called senescent cells. And they leave, think of it as microscopic debris in your system. And if you have too many senescent cells, it can disrupt the process of making new healthy cells. So how do we help our body to dispose of those senescent cells? Senolytic Renew is a supplement that you only take once a week. So you take this once a week, mark it on your little note card that you're getting with your pill box. I hope you're jumping in to get that. And you take 3 capsules once a week. It acts like a broom to sweep out those senescent cells. Sweep out the debris from those old cells so that you are able to turn over healthy new cells. So that's how this helps you. Take glutathione Sunday to clean out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer a very specific question here. Since senolytics sweep out free radicals, I take it on Sunday AM, and I take glutathione Sunday PM to deep clean after. Yes or no? Listen, Christine, if that is making sense to you in your head, I think it's a great solution. Glutathione you can take daily, so I think glutathione is going to be a support to you regardless of when you take it, and the Senolytic Renew any day, once a week is great. Did the girls do ozone? They did not do ozone. They did infrared saunas. They did a lot of chelation. They had to have hormone replacement for a while. They had to balance their brain chemistry. It was a journey, my friends. That was a good 2 years. Let's talk about, I'm almost done here. B complex. We did a specific B vitamin because, thank you, Nancy. We did a specific B vitamin complex because it has so many different kinds. I mean, there's so many B vitamins. There are like 8 B vitamins. So they all do something different, but it's one of the important products, one of the important supplements that we really need. You do get some, you're getting some B, you're getting some D, you're getting some C in here. So you're thinking, if I'm taking this, why do I need to take all the others? There's only so much you can fit in a multivitamin. So you're getting a little bit, like you're covering your bases with a multi, but in order to get the full dose of these things that help support so many functions of the body, that's where we recommend you jump in. Like my doctor just told me you should start taking a B supplement. So as soon as I hear that, then, that's when we bring it to you. So B, so many things. All the different kinds of B in here. It promotes energy production. and it helps promote healthy metabolism. That's why my doctor put me on it, because I was like, why am I gaining a little weight? He put me on a B supplement because it does help with healthy metabolism. It also encourages brain, cellular, and organ health. Obviously, we all need that. And it's more biologically active, so your body can use the nutrients that you give it more efficiently. B supplement, we need it. It's got B1, which is thiamine. It has B2, which is riboflavin. It has B3, which is niacin and niacinamide. It has B5, which is pantothenic acid. It has B6, which is pyridoxine HCl. B7, which is biotin, which is good for hair, skin, and nails. It has B9, and it has B12, and it also has inositol, which, I mean, my goodness, it's loaded. It's loaded with all the B's that you need. Anna said she was deficient in B, and she had a brain bleed. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're okay. The surgeon said I was deficient in B supplements. Could have caused my illness. Wow. Well, obviously, I'm not a doctor, and I can't comment on that very serious medical condition that you had, but a B supplement, if that helps you to support healthy systems in your body, we certainly want you to be able to take that. Vitamin C, we've all heard about. This is the one thing we heard about as kids, right? Vitamin C. It was like, drink your orange juice, you need your vitamin C. That was one of the first things that we talked about. Timothy, the name of our handle is Suzanne Summers. That is the name of her brand. So it's not a person, it's a brand. She was a person, but the handle has always been her brand. So yes, we are Suzanne Summers family, but what we talk about is her legacy of the health and wellness information and products that she brought to us. And what a waste it would be if she passed along all this knowledge and all of these incredible products to help us all stay healthy and well. What a shame it would be if all of that stopped because her beautiful life came to its beautiful conclusion. I can't think of anything that would dishonor her more than to not carry on all of this incredible information that she shared with us. So that's why it's I'm not going to change the name of it. It's always going to be Suzanne Summers. We can make it SuzanneSummers.com, but why? We have a store. We have a community, and we all share information about health and wellness. You guys teach us as much as we teach you. That's why we are still doing this. And we have so many people in the family. Now we have this whole younger generation who's learning about the importance of these products. And, they're always going to be, I totally understand why people have opinions, and there's always going to be someone saying, you're just trying to make money off her. It's Alan's company, so my job has not changed. I have been developing products and been passionate about these products with Suzanne for 30 years. I worked with her on so many of those books, created the website, the social media, all of this. I've always been behind the scenes doing it. I wish she was out here as the front person too. I mean, I miss her horribly, and we are all here, doing our best to honor her, her legacy and what she brought to all of us. So I'm never going to fill her shoes. I would never try to. I see a lot of people saying, well, this one sounds more, or this one dresses, or this one. None of us are Suzanne. None of us are Suzanne. We are just here as individuals I'm sharing what I know about supplements now. When I was taking loads of supplements, it was before Suzanne ever started to take supplements. I remember I was nursing Camellia. She was a baby, and Camellia had some stomach issues. And I remember Suzanne saying, maybe it's all those supplements that you take, because that must be hard on the baby. Well, no, it was that Camellia had an allergy to gluten and dairy, and I had to give up gluten and dairy because she was getting it through my breast milk. And people will say, like, you can't pass an allergy, you can't pass something to your kids through breast milk. Yes, you can. She was just a little baby. She had blood in her stool, and I was thinking, like, what is going on? They wanted to do laparoscopic testing. She was 6 weeks old. It was so traumatic. So we were trying to come up with anything. You know what it was who finally figured it out? I went to so many doctors, and here she was, just a 6 week old baby, and they wanted to do laparoscopic surgery. It was another mom who said to me, "Are you drinking dairy?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, stop with dairy, all dairy. Cut out the dairy and she'll be fine. Literally within a few days, it had cleared, because those proteins last in the system for a little while. So I had to, release the breast milk. But as soon as I got rid of dairy, and Camellia still to this day has a gluten and dairy allergy. So I learned that from another mom. Again, like, this is part of our community. And you guys are, amazing. You always are telling us what you need, or if you have suggestions, we try to research those things and bring those products to you. You guys, listen, you guys teach me as much as we reciprocally do with one another. Would you consider making a pre and postnatal supplement? Carol, I can see that happening as my girls start getting older, because, most of us in the community were beyond that age when Suzanne started the company. When we started doing this, she was probably 50, and I was at the age where I was having babies. But, now we have these young girls. Let's hope I have a grandchild. But when they are ready for that, I would love to make sure that they're getting the best prenatal supplement and the postnatal supplement. So again, thank you for that suggestion. And I hope we need it sooner than later. Vitamin C, again, immune support. This is just such an easy one. Vitamin C and zinc. A lot of us will hear, when you get that common cold, when you are trying to ward off those everyday kind of viruses and bugs that we all get exposed to, one of the great ways to build your immune system is with vitamin C and zinc. So I always have these on hand. Whew, that's our show. You missed the pillow. What is the pillow, Lorraine? You mean the pill box? Here's the pill box. We have two sizes. We have this one, which is the large one. So it comes with this card. So this is where you put the name of the supplement and the dosage. So then you have all of these cubicles here, and you can change them. You can, this one has 20 slots. And then you leave this up here so you know exactly what you're taking, and then they just line up. So it's really kind of a fun little organizing thing to do, to get all your supplements and fill these. I do it about once a month. Which ones do you take daily, Katie? I have more than one box, but I had 2 boxes, and what I was finding is that I was so overwhelmed with that many supplements that it was becoming a deterrent of me taking them. And my doctor said, no, you have to make sure that you're taking. So if you were saying today, where should I start? You're going to start with the multi. You are definitely going to take an omega-3, because your body cannot make healthy fats on its own. You must take them. You must either eat flax or nuts or fish, or you must take an omega-3 supplement. I definitely would not go without a bone care supplement. And with the bone care, you're going to take the vitamin K. You must take, I would highly recommend that you take vitamin D3. This supports so many systems of the body, so that is going in my essentials as well. Cellular health, the ubiquinol CoQ10 is such an important way. Our body is made of cells. So I would definitely start with those. Fortunately for you, you're also getting this master antioxidant as your free gift today. So that's the R-lipoic acid. If you can start with this to cover your bases, then we can add from there. But I would not want to go a day without these. So yes, the D3 and the K. The D3 does not have K in it, and let me tell you why. The D3 is a capsule. It is a dry powder that is in a capsule. K is a liquid that is in a gel. It's in a soft gel. So you can't combine these two things because they're different forms. That's why. Your D3 and B12 can be determined with a simple blood test. Yes, that is true. Can you make a body powder with a puff? Oh, thank you for that suggestion, Rachel. Vitamin K should not be taken if you're on Coumadin. If you're on any kind of a blood thinner, you always should check with a doctor. But yes, there are certain things I hope most people know that if you're on Coumadin, that you have to really check with conflicts. That's something you can also ask a pharmacist. Pharmacists are really good at knowing what drugs are not safe to interact with other things. Can you take them together, the D3 and the K? Absolutely, you can. How does vitamin K work with bone care? Vitamin K tells the calcium to go in to build the bone, and it tells it to stay out of your soft tissues, like your arteries. So that's why we say it helps support bone and it helps support your heart. It's vitamin K1 that is blood thinning. Well, our K has K1 and 2, two kinds of 2. So it has K1 and 2 kinds of K2. How much K do you need to take and how much of your vitamin D? I would start with 1 vitamin D. That's our dosage. This is 5,000 IU, so you're going to get a good dose here. And then the vitamin K, you take 1 of these, and there are several different types of K, but just 1 of each. Is there vitamin D in your multi, and would it be overload to add more? There is vitamin D in the multi, but it's not a huge amount. The vitamin D in the multi is D3 is 50 micrograms. I don't know how many IUs that. I don't know how many IUs that is. Oh, 2,000 IUs. 2,000 IUs. So if you're getting 2,000 here and you're getting 5,000 here, if you're taking the multi and you're like, I don't want to take the extra D, you could take this one away, but you want to get at least 2,000 IUs of vitamin D per day. For thinning hair, vitamin D, 2 for thinning hair, take our ashwagandha because that helps to lower high cortisol. If your cortisol is high, that's one thing that can cause thinning hair. Also take our hair, skin, and nail renew. It is a specific formula dedicated to the health of your hair, skin, and nails. And obviously check with the doctor and make sure you don't have an issue with, your thyroid or something like that. And then also, of course, the Grow Back hair and scalp formula that you put right on the scalp. Go back to and watch one of my shows on Grow Back. Carol said, I've always found Suzanne's book so fascinating because she talks so much about supplements and hormones. I've learned so much from her books. I'm thankful that I read most of them. They're still there as these incredible reference manuals for us. I think her last book, A New Way to Age, it is so dense. I read that thing and I just kept putting Post-its everywhere. It's incredible. And she wrote 27 books. So listen, she left us an amazing legacy of information, and we are just going to keep building on it and getting the research and updating for you. So thank you for joining us today, and thank you all so much for being such a wonderful, supportive community. I love talking with people who have similar passions and interests, and obviously we're all here because we care about our health. So thanks for joining us. We're back on Friday. We're doing a big cooking show. A lot of the family's coming over. It's going to be a great day. We'll see you then. Bye.